So good morning to all, and thanks for your time for joining this demo session. Okay, so let's start with my introduction. Then from there we go. So my name is Ravi Kumar, and I'm based out of Bangalore. And about my experience, I have 10 plus years of experience in IT industry, wherein I do consulting, implementation, and administration of Microsoft and VMware product. In cloud services, I take care of Azure Active Directory and Azure Active Directory administration and Azure administration and migration to Azure services, Office 365 implementation and migrating services to Office 365. And in virtualization in on-prem, I take care of VMware administration as well as Hyper-V. Also about the Microsoft services, I take care of Windows Server administration and any services or roles running on top of Windows, I take care of it. And also in email, I take care of Exchange administration. So this is a brief introduction about myself. Okay. So when we come back to this course content, no, I'll just give a demonstration of Microsoft Azure administration. Okay, and what are the learning or career path in Microsoft cloud services like Azure, and then we'll have some small content on the Azure. So basically, we covered this AZ104, right? So whatever the contents you can see. So this is the 15 modules. What is there in my sheet? Okay, but still we are focusing on this part AZ104 as per the Microsoft certification guide, right? So what all the content is required to be an Azure admin, the topics are covered in this certification course. Okay, so anyways, like the outline is there in my content, we'll be covering that. So totally we focus on the content as per the Microsoft okay, so what all we are going to cover in this entire training. So basically this is 30 plus hours of training content, and also I can say it will be 90% practical oriented. So wherein we'll understand the theoretical concept, we'll understand some baselines of the services, then I'll be showing up the lab like how to run the services in the cloud. And also a couple of things what we do is a real-time scenarios we will be working on, like load balancing solution and connecting the virtual network, like connecting the networks and extending your on-premises like VPN connection from the on-premises to cloud. And also we'll be covering like Azure Active Directory integration with on-premises AD and backup and recovery, right? So most of the topics what we cover will be a real-time scenario. Okay, yeah, and also I can say 90% practical oriented, and also like I'll be helping you to create your account where you can do your labs over there. Okay, so that's how the training runs. Okay, yeah, so what are the main topics we'll be covering here is like introduction to cloud and what is Microsoft Azure and what are the ways you manage the Microsoft Azure and what is the Azure subscription, like how do you create your subscription, how do you work with that, how do you delegate the permission to someone, how do you manage your services in Azure. We'll be covering on the module 2, and also we'll be covering like how do you run a computer service like the virtual machine in cloud, and also we'll be covering like automation part like KLM template, how to deploy and how to work. Okay, and also wherein we'll be covering on calculator part, right? So whenever you get any requirement, like how do you work to get your the estimation to be done, right? So before spending something, we need to know what will be the charges, right? So we'll be working with the calculator, and also we'll be looking in like how you can use the cloud or the Azure as your storage solution to keep your data and manage your data. We'll be covering that. And we'll be covering on the networking part, right? Like what is network in Azure? How do you create, when you create multiple networks, how do you connect each other? How do you extend your on-premises to your Azure using the VPN? And how do you do an point-to-site VPN? And also we'll be looking into the load balancing solution, like how do you create your Azure load balancing solution, right? We'll be working on that. And also we'll be working on the network security group, like how do you control your traffic flow within your Microsoft cloud, right? Using the network security group, we'll be covering that. Okay. And also like we'll be covering like how do you control your traffic flow within your Azure network using the network security group. And also how do you work with your day-to-day activity. Once we're done with our compute network storage, we'll be seeing like what are the day-to-day activity with respect to the virtual machine management, and also how do you work with the snapshots, how do you create your custom images, how do you deploy the machines using the custom images. And also we'll be seeing like how you can host a virtual machine in cloud in a hybrid. services. And also we'll be seeing like what
ఐరన్ బాక్స్ నీకు ఎందుకు
are,
ఐరన్ బాక్స్ ఎందుకు ఉంచేసుకో నువ్వే వాడుకో
okay, just muting. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can unmute and you can ask me anytime. Okay. All right. So that's what. So if I'm going fast, you can make me slow down. And if you have any doubt, any questions, no, you can stop and you can ask me anytime. Okay. All right. So now we'll be covering on high availability services, like how do you deploy your machine in a high availability mode in cloud, and also what is the scale set, like how do you automate to increase or decrease the instance, right? Using the scale set we'll be covering. And also we'll be covering two PaaS services like web service and the SQL database, or app service or a SQL database, like how we can host the service, what are the features we will be doing it, we'll be working on that. And also as a part of identity and access management, we'll be covering the what is Azure AD, how do you integrate your on-prem AD with Azure AD using the AD Connect tool, right? So all those things we'll be covering it. And also we'll be covering on the recovery services, like how do you perform, like how do you protect your data, how do you do your backup and restore, we'll be covering, okay, for your on-prem data as well as cloud services. And also we'll be covering on the monitoring and troubleshooting, right? And also we'll be covering overview of container services in Azure and Kubernetes in Azure. Okay, so these are the topics wherein will be covered in this entire training. And anything you want to add up as per the Azure admin requirement, yes, we'll add it. Okay, so any doubt, any questions on the content part? Okay, all right. So now the next question would be like, who can be an Azure admin, right? Who can learn and who can work? Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is Satya here. Actually, like if I go and say Naukri.com, like only 104 is not enough to get a job, right? We need to add any other certification like security or Azure virtual machines, like that. So we need to add something more like that to 104, to get a job.
Okay. Yeah, 104 is enough, but still it depends upon the job profile. Okay, one second, wait. I'll take you the certification track so that you get some idea there.
Yeah.
See, basically,
Actually, I'm having
in Azure. Sorry.
Hello. Actually, I'm having 9 years of experience. Is this a right way to go like into like Azure admin at this stage? Right now, I'm a Salesforce
Yes.
admin. Just I want to jump into Azure administration. Why? Because I don't want to get into coding. So is this the right way to enter into this Azure admin site?
Exactly. I'll tell you on this part, on the prerequisite part. I'll answer
Sure.
your query.
Thanks.
All right. So now, okay, I'll start up from here, then I'll go back there. Okay. So as you asked, right? So Azure admin, like who can be an Azure admin? Let's take example. You have done your graduation now, or you're a fresher, right? So yes, it's a good start for a fresher. Or if you are experienced in IT field, like any domain like network, storage, or any other technical, or if you have experience in non-technical, right? Yes, you are a good to start in Azure admin, right? So there is no like, it's not that okay, you should have a relevant on this field, then only you can get into that. No, you can go and you can start your career as Azure admin. Okay, but still there is some prerequisite, correct? Now, wherein in Azure admin, this content wherein we'll be covering the complete baseline of the cloud and the Microsoft Azure administration part, and from there you can start the next steps like security, or you want to learn more on the architect, or you want to learn on Azure DevOps, right? So that's how wherein you'll be adding up. So your baseline will be your Azure admin if you're not looking on a development part. Okay, so I'll go back to the previous slide. I'll explain you what are the career track. Okay, so if you're not looking on a coding or development part, yes, Azure admin is the right. But still, here also we require some programming language, not to develop any solution. Here we'll be managing our infrastructure. Okay, as I told you, there is some prerequisite in the sense you should have some experience managing the operating system like Windows or Linux, right? Because wherein if you create any services like Windows or Linux, at least some basic administration like connecting and accessing, you should know that. Or like if you have expertise, that's fine. Means I'm not saying that you should not learn. You can learn, but as I say, as a prerequisite, you should have some base knowledge to manage it. If you're expertise, that's also well. And also in cloud, now we don't manage any hardware here. So everything is a software based. We can say software defined data center, right? So everything you manage with the configuration itself. So here I say if your expertise in network, that's fine. And to become as an Azure admin, like there's no prerequisite that you should be an expertise in virtualization, network, or operating system. But if you have some base idea or if you have the knowledge, that helps you a lot. But if your expertise, that's fine. You can take it on next level. Okay, so you should be knowing what is virtualization and what is cloud infrastructure, some overview, and what is the storage structure, what we use in on-prem like SAN, NAS, DAS, some basic overview of that, and also the networking, the basics of networking, like what are the networking devices, what is the IP addresses, and what are the other segments, right? So all these things you should be knowing it. Okay, and also you should know other services like what is Active Directory, what is DNS, what is VPN, firewall, some basic understanding where you can learn more, but still you should know if I say VPN, okay, what is that, what is being used, how we can work on it, and how that will help in the cloud, right? And also you should know like what is backup, what is the purpose of backup, right? So some overview of that, what is disaster recovery, why do we use that, how that will help in our business, right? So all these are the prerequisite knowledge wherein you should know. Okay, if you're starting as a fresher or if you're experienced in some other technology, and if you want to move to Azure admin, or if you're in the expertise like on I'm an expertise on virtualization, that's good. If I'm a expertise in networking, that's good. Okay, but still in a cloud wherein you'll be touching everything, so all base knowledge is required there. Okay, anyways, like along with the course where you can learn it, so this is the prerequisite in the sense like you can learn parallelly. But cloud part, don't worry, I'll take care and I'll be guiding you on that. Okay, any questions on this? Okay, did I answer your question, Satya?
Yeah, yeah, Ravi Santosh here. I mean, you're going to teach about Linux on this as a part of this virtualization client. I mean, are
Linux, no,
you
Linux,
going to
not
Linux
no,
or
like
it
if
would
at
be
all
in Windows?
Windows, I can help you out because basically I'm a Windows guy, and Linux, I'm not sure, but still, if you need something, then I can guide you on that.
Yeah, I'm
See
working as
here,
a Linux administrator. I'm working as a
mhm,
Linux administrator. I just wanted to go through in Azure administrator. I mean, Azure has both Linux and Windows as well.
exactly, exactly. So here,
Yeah,
what will
but
happen?
will that be
Where
helpful for me this to take on? Will this be?
helpful in the sense, see, now you are running your Linux admin on your on-premises now. So now if you want to take it to the cloud, your infrastructure, right? So we will be discussing the entire infrastructure management in the cloud. So whatever you see the physical data center, so the same thing will be in the cloud, wherein we will be managing our own infrastructure as a software defined data center. Yes. So nowadays, when you see the market job now, like the Azure administration, in the sense Azure adoption is very good in the market. Okay, so that's why wherein people are start adopting or learning the Microsoft Azure. So now, wherein people are leveraging their infrastructure from on-prem to cloud, right? So yes.
I mean, the course will be more into an not it's nothing related to Windows or Linux, right? What we're going to learn here is nothing
It's not
to do with them.
operating system. That's right. So wherein we will be managing this say this one infrastructure, like your entire infrastructure, whatever we discuss here, it will be completely on your infrastructure part. Nothing inside the infrastructure, I'm going to say.
Sure, thank you.
And also, Ravi, can you hear me? Like, what level of coding is there here in this administration?
So see, administration, what will happen now, wherein you will be performing day-to-day administration job. So here we are not developing anything. So coding in the sense, let's take example, like we use PowerShell to manage our infrastructure. See, Azure can be managed in two ways. One is with the, what do you say, uh, with this one, with the graphical user interface with the browser, and other one is through the PowerShell or a shell command, right? So you should be knowing the PowerShell or shell command so that you can make your work easier, nothing much. Okay, and also we
Okay,
have something
is that
called ARM. Mhm.
is it very tough,
Yeah,
like applying the logics and all, like regular programming? Why? Because like I am very much weak in programming, so that's what.
even I don't know programming, buddy. Okay, so I
Okay.
mean to say, I mean to say like, yes, see, if you have a logic flow, no, like at least if I give you a script, if you're able to read and understand what exactly is going to happen, right? So then you can customize it. So if you have that knowledge, well and good. If you have more than that, even that helps you better, nothing else. Okay, but here need not to worry too much on the coding, but still, as a part of job, we have to survive, means we have to learn something, right? So even if it's an on-prem also, I need a PowerShell commands, means PowerShell knowledge wherein I can make my work easier. Means any coding language where I can make my work easier, so that I have to adopt it. So in cloud also same thing. Here we are not developing anything. Azure is pretty straightforward to manage through the portal. Okay, and if you want to do a bulk operation or if you want to do more task in a easier way, wherein we'll be using the command line, that is one thing. And next thing, we have something called ARM template, that is also pretty straightforward. If you understand the overall syntax and if you're able to read the code, yes, you can customize as per your requirement.
Okay.
Yeah, any questions, any doubts on the course prerequisites, or like, is it a right track for me or something like that? Okay, all right, so let's go back to the other slide. So what is the career track in Microsoft Azure? We see a lot of certification code in the Microsoft Azure. So what should I need to learn? So what content, I mean, what the course takes me where, right? So if you have that question, this slide will help you. So when you talk about the Azure certification, there is something called AZ900, which is a fundamentals of Microsoft Azure. And this is an optional one. So what this content will talks about is, this content will talk about what is cloud, what are the benefits, types of cloud, what is Azure, what are the services in Azure, complete theoretical part wherein this will be covering. And this is an optional paper. So the contents anyways will be covering on 104, right? Wherein in 104, wherein we will be learning very in depth. But this is just an intro level, like who just want to know what is Azure and other things. Okay, but still this is optional. You can go for it or you can take a certification. Otherwise, no issues. You can directly go to 104. Okay, so earlier this paper was called 103 since last year, and it has been updated now to 104. Okay, so AZ104 is the administration part. So in your on-premises also, if you see, right, wherein we have two categories there, right? So one is your infrastructure management, like your servers, your network, your storage, those physical thing management. And other part is the development part, a guy who developed the solution, wherein he will be taking help of the infrastructure guy to host his developed application on top of the infrastructure. Okay, so in this case, what will happen? The Azure administrator is our administration course is the one which talks complete infrastructure management, like how do you build your Azure infrastructure. So wherein we will be wherein you will be understanding the complete baseline, how do you build your compute, network, storage, or any other services where you can host your application, right? So this is purely infrastructure part, no coding here, right? No coding in the sense, no developing part. And if you're looking for a development, like you're from a development background, or like you want to do a development in the cloud, then you can go for a AZ204, which talks completely on developing solutions in Microsoft Cloud, right? So AZ204 is completely development part. Okay, if you're looking for development, then you can opt for 204. If you're looking for administration or you're not looking for any coding, then AZ104 is the right one. So there was a question saying that, okay, 104, will that help me to get into the job, right? So nowadays we see people ask more, wherein a single person has to perform many things, right? So that is what we can see in the market. Yes, when you see the learning track, so this is a one baseline wherein you learn Azure administration. And later on, if you want to enhance your skill as a DevOps, right? So then after 104, yes, you can go with the AZ400. So which talks about the complete development part, means sorry, DevOps part. AZ104 plus AZ400, it will be your DevOps content. So basically, if you see the content now, AZ104 and AZ400, wherein it will be asking one single administration job as well. But still, anyways, we have to adopt it, right? So as per the market demand, I cannot say that I cannot learn. I want to learn and I want to adapt it. Okay. Or if you're coming from a development thing, yes, Azure Development plus AZ400 will make you as a Azure DevOps engineer expert. Okay. So these are the two tracks, main tracks, what you can say, either on the administration or on the development part. And next thing, we have something called architects. So later on, like if you want to enhance your skill on the next level in Microsoft Azure, right? So then you can opt for architect. So earlier it was 300. Now this paper code is 303. Okay, 303 and 304. This talks completely on the architect part. And again, there is no prerequisite. Even now you can start learning your 303. But what will happen now? 303 talks on the next level in the cloud. It will not talk the baselines. So all those baselines will be discussed on 104. So if you have this knowledge 104, then you can go for 303 plus 304. Then you will be an Azure architect expert. So these are the main tracks. Still, there are other tracks as well. Like if you're looking on data science, they have a different track. And also after doing Azure administration, if you want to know the security things in the Azure, yes, Azure security can also be added like AZ500. Right? You can add it up before architect or after administration. If you want to know about the security, yes, you can do that as well. Okay, so this is the certification track of your Microsoft Azure. So
Yeah.
any doubt?
One question from my side, Ravi.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Like, see, AZ 104 plus AZ 500 is best combination.
Yes. AZ104, and also if you want to know about the security, yes, you can go for AZ500. That's right.
So this combination will help me to get a job.
Yeah, sure, definitely will get it.
Yeah, why? Because in DevOps there is a little bit of coding is there, right? But in security there is no coding, right? As we know, like.
See what will happen now. Now you start as an Azure admin. Okay.
Okay.
So as it goes on, no, wherein you will be hitting to next level is architect level, where you are not looking on a DevOps part. So when you are designing part, wherein the security and other things will also come in picture, right? So yes, that knowledge will help you on that.
Okay. I can skip DevOps and I can include only 104 and 500. That's enough, right, for me?
Yeah, exactly. Initially it is enough, and wherein later on, wherein you can go with 303 and 304 for architect level as well.
So this combination is completely code free, right?
Yeah, it's completely code free. Don't worry. So if you're looking on coding part, then 204 and 400 coding part. So your Azure admin is totally out of code free, and security is also out of code free. Like you will write a code in terms to make your work, nothing to develop them. And later on, when you all design the complete infrastructure for organization, then 303 and 304 will learn.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Ravi. Thanks.
Mahesh here. To become the architect and other things, right? Do we need the coding background or just the administrator and the architect level?
See, architect level, what will happen now, wherein you will be designing the infrastructure and you will be assigning those tasks to the respective level 3 or level 2 guys to perform it, and you will monitor that. And any changes on the architect level wherein you will be involved. So obviously the coding knowledge is not required. So architect job mainly will be like designing and supporting while implementing. And whenever there is a new requirement, like how best you can opt or adopt in your cloud services, that is what you will be designing there. So what I can say, architect level, the work will be very less. Like you never involve in the troubleshooting, you never involve in the things.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other doubt? Any other questions?
Hello, sir. I used to be here. So my question is, I'm fresher, and I am also different field. So I don't have knowledge about prerequisite. So is it worth to learn AZ104 for me?
Yeah. See, whichever topic you don't know, no, you just ask me. I can guide you some documents or information, so you can go through it. See, in IT field, what I can say is we cannot say that I don't know. We should always say yes, I will learn that. That's what I can say. Right. Yeah, IT job is like that. As and when, like day on day, we see the new things are coming up. So as per the requirement, we have to get adapted to it. Okay, don't worry on that. So anything is required, I can assist you on that.
Hi Ravi, the Naveen here.
Yeah, hi Naveen, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning. When compared to DevOps engineer and architect, so which one is the best in when we compare in future?
See, future in the sense that the DevOps is also running good in the market now, right? And the architect is also running good in the market. So I can say like yes, both has a good scope. And see, architect job will be like
Yeah,
wherein
actually,
that
my I'm thinking what means. See, when we want to learn Azure and DevOps, so we have to learn more technologies. Like, apart from Azure, we have to learn some other, right, like Kubernetes or Docker, like that. So, but
Mhm.
here when I see there is only architecture, so it will be good or what, like that.
When you say the architects also, no? When you say architect, even you should have a knowledge about the Kubernetes and Dockers, whatever is coming in the market, no? Wherein we should be aware of that. What I can say when you see the job perspective, yes, DevOps is also having a good scope, as well as the architect is also having a good scope. But DevOps, wherein you'll concentrate only on the integration and developing, like a part of developing and integration of the solution and managing the infrastructure. But when it comes to architect, now you'll be completely on designing and implementing the solution.
Okay,
So it's
thank you.
totally up to you. Like you want to be as a DevOps engineer expert, you can be that. And also after learning DevOps, even you want to be an architect, yes, you can learn the architect content and you can be it. So that will also help you a lot.
Okay.
Ravi, Mahesh here. See, DevOps, it's kind of like a development and operations, right? So without 204, is it good to have the DevOps certification?
Yeah, that's fine. See, DevOps, wherein you'll not be developing anything, right? So what will happen is, when a developer is developing something, this guy will help to integrate or help to onboard the services on top of the infrastructure, right? So basically, if a DevOps guy is having an infrastructure background plus the DevOps knowledge, that's enough. Or even he can have a like a development part plus DevOps. Both can help to be as a DevOps guy then.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any doubt, any questions on the certification part? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll just see it on the next slide.
Hi Ravi. Actually, I have a doubt, but it's not related to certification. I'm as a Linux admin. So here I have to work in shifts. So if I Azure and if I build my career in Azure, still will I get shifts or will it be general shifts? Any
Yeah, it depends upon the project and
Yeah,
company.
project to project. Every time I'm getting this question, this answer only, but based on
No, usually even the see it works in this way. No? Some organization wherein you are supporting for an on-site, means
Mhm.
offshore, means during their business hours they will take care. So it will be night time for. And during their half business hour, wherein a year it will be day, so we will be taking care of it. Even that depends upon like that. And some cases wherein you should be working on their daytime. So in that case only you'll be following on the shifts.
Okay.
Because most of the client we see on the outside of India only, right? So who is set up in the cloud and running on the cloud services, right? So it can
Okay.
be. Still, you can find the jobs in real companies, right? In many companies who works on the daytime. So mainly on the product base, I can say, apart from the service base.
Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other doubt? Any other questions? Let me know.
Right,
Hey,
sir.
one second. Okay. One second. Okay, just one second. Hold on. Just seeing the chat message. Okay, and also I would ask you guys to share your email ID and phone number. You can chat separately with the visual path organizer so that we can connect with you for the materials part and sharing the upcoming links, also sharing the videos. Okay, please share your contact details like your email ID and phone number, ping to organizer on the chat box privately. Okay, all right. Yeah, go on, please. So someone was asking something.
Yeah, the thing is, for admin, I have seen like for AZ 140 or 150 something. So that deals with WVD. So are you going to teach that also, like WVD, virtual desktop something?
And VD is a separate content, so which works like a cloud-based VDI kind of solution. So that's a different content.
Okay, okay,
Means there's a lot of things to learn over there.
okay. That is different profile, you mean?
That's it. There is a different track. See, basically we are focusing on this AZ104. So whatever you
Okay,
can
okay,
see. Yeah. So this is the
okay,
content we will be covering.
okay.
How much experience we can put after this training?
See here, what I can say, whatever we work on it, no, on the portal. So usually my account is disabled yesterday. Let me show that. Hold on. So you can put up to 3 years, but still you have to manage that on the calls. I cannot assure you that okay, put this much. But still, what are we are going to do here? No, it's a completely on a real-time scenarios only. Means the real-time portal, the same portal what you do in your day-to-day activity as well. Only thing is that like how much you can manage on the interview call. Yes, you can put across accordingly. And also you get the place where you can run all the required services where you can explore it so that when you put your experience, yes, you can talk on that.
So we can keep 3 years of experience, right?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay.
But see here, what will happen now? Your theoretical understanding. Next, you have to put on your practical part, right? On the labs, okay? And based on that, yes, some scenario based I'll give you. Then yes, you can make it happen. And also we'll be supporting on resume building and also on the interview preparation as per your requirement. We'll do that.
So how is the job market for Azure admin?
Yeah, it's doing good. So when you see the cloud services now, see Azure is running good in the market. Azure job,
Particularly for Azure admin. So
we'll do that. Azure admin only. Hold on. So we get a lot of the openings in Azure. So we can see there are a lot of openings. See, and also what I can say, the cloud adoption will be more in future. Okay, I can say 5 to 10 years. Now you can have a very good, what to say, career in cloud.
Excuse me. Ravi.
Yeah, please go on.
Yeah, I just want to know this Azure admin. You are going to teach real-time projects? This.
We'll take one project and we'll do that. And anything you want to say that, okay, I want to do this, how to do it, we'll cover that. Don't worry on that.
How many days is the class? Total duration?
I can say 30 plus hours.
30 days. So it's 30 hours. So
30
in that
hours.
you will be. So in this, how will you be teaching? Like how will you complete the real-time and one project and the training? It's very hard, I think.
See, I told you 30 plus hours, no, wherein it depends upon, right? So the project will be held on the last, right? So it will take 2-3 hours. We'll cover it up on the last 2-3 hours class. So remaining things will be held on the 30 hours session.
we will have class every day.
Monday to Friday, 1 hour. So probably like it will take 6 to 7 weeks.
Okay.
So if we are working on Linux admin and some other technologies, right? So if we learn Azure now and if we shift to Azure, so in interview, will they consider as a fresher like a technology, or we have to put some experience on Azure?
If you are looking at like if you want to show up something experience on Azure, yes, you have to put it, right? Or you can say I have a knowledge in Azure and also I have a currently have a experience in infrastructure part. Even that adds up.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other doubt? Any other questions?
What would be the timing, Ravi?
So probably we are planning for 8 to 9.
Sorry, come again.
8 to 9.
8 to 9. Okay.
Mornings or evenings?
Morning, morning.
Morning.
Yes, yes.
Hi Ravi and Venkat.
Yeah, hi, Venkat.
Yeah, I have two questions. And are you going to teach the Azure with DevOps and only the Azure admin?
So this is only on Azure admin. So if you're looking for a DevOps, so that is a different content. We will cover separately.
Oh, okay. And the coding part is the major in the DevOps when we can get into that.
Yes, when you compare with the admin, no, wherein you require a bit more knowledge or skill on the coding part.
And one more thing is the subject which you are which you are learning here is going to enough. How much experience we can confidently put into that with
Yeah, put
with the
3 years.
subject.
If you have an
Pardon, sir?
infrastructure now, yeah, if
Sir?
you are working on infrastructure and you can put up to 3 years, and whatever you see in your on-premises, you can try deploying same thing on the cloud as well. You can explore that.
Pardon? Sorry.
See, you can put up to 3 years, what I can say.
3 years. Okay. Oh, okay.
If we miss any class during this 30 hours class, if we miss any class, is there any backup like recording?
Yeah, see, every session will be recorded, so we'll be getting access to the recordings. We can go through it. If at all, if something has to be repeated, we can cover last. We can repeat that, no issues.
Okay.
See, those part, don't worry. Okay. We'll take care of it.
In DevOps,
So
you have to write down any code.
DevOps, yes, you require a bit of coding, the coding skill.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other doubt? Any questions? Okay, don't worry. Like we have many things to discuss on this. Okay. Anyways, we'll connect and we'll work on it. So meanwhile, if you have any doubt, any questions, no, let me know. Okay, please share your contact details so that we can get in touch with you with the upcoming meeting as well as the material sharing and also the recording sharing as well.
Are you going to give any daily assignments as well?
Yes, yes. So I'll be giving some scenario based where you can do the assignment, whatever the task we cover now. So there are assignment where you can follow this, and also I'll be giving some the activities what you can perform, the scenario based, which you can try.
Okay, Ravi, thank you.
All right. Any other questions, guys? Okay. All right then. If you have any questions, any doubts, right, you can drop us an email or a message. We'll get in touch with you. Anyways, like we'll have the upcoming session. We'll connect and we'll discuss further on this. Okay.
Final question, Ravi Kumar. Is there any fast track for this?
Fast track. We'll plan it. Don't worry. We'll plan it out. But still, you need a time to where you have to do your practicals and other things. No?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Because see, contents in the cloud now, we have very much content. Like there are more contents. So obviously, you need time wherein to understand and to work on it. But still, we'll talk on that. No issues.
Yeah, fast track means like a daily 2 hours or weekends 2 hours like that. So in that way, in that sense, I'm telling, like covering that 30 hours in less number of days. In that sense.
Yeah, is where we have to go with a separate one-to-one training or something like that. No worries. What do? You talk to our coordinator. She can help you on that. We will plan it. No issues.
Okay.
Okay, talk to our
So,
coordinator.
so finally, for Azure Architect also, there is not much coding needed, right? Why? Because we are seeing that as our future. Because of that reason, we are asking this question.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
No. Finally, Azure AZ300, right? Architect. In that certification also, there is no need of much. There is no need of doing much coding, right?
Yeah. Coding part, don't worry. 104,
Okay.
303.
Why? Because 104, 303, not coding is not much needed, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
Okay, Satya, also can you share your contact details so that our coordinator will reach you for the fast track course?
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Sure.
Share ID and phone number.
Okay.
Ravi, one final question regarding salary and package, how much we can get?
That's an interesting question, no? End of the day.
Very important question.
Yeah.
See, what I can see is nowadays, no, the infrastructure also like you can expect 20 plus lakhs package. Okay. But totally it's up to you, like what is the number of year experience we are putting up and what type of organization we are hitting, right? So based on that, you can expect. I can say like if you're like putting up 10 years of IT experience with some 3 to 4 years of Azure experience, and if your package is somewhere around 15 lakhs or 10 or 12, yes, you can expect up to 20. Means because some company will have their brackets, no, they cannot go beyond 30%. That is one thing, even though if they can pay. So it depends on, but still, yes, you can expect 20 plus based on the experience and based on the company and based on your current package.
All right,
Yes.
Ravi. Thank you.
See, cloud is a right track now. What I can advise for anyone, right? So cloud is a right track. So wherein next 10 years, wherein the cloud adoption will be very high. So wherein you'll be in a very high demand when you see all the things like due to this pandemic, people are working from home. And also the IT is the one which is paying very good salary now in the market. When you see any other, what do you say, like any other market, right? Yeah.
One more question. So I think it may not be relevant, but see, when compared to AWS and Google Cloud, how it will be good Azure? Because people, some will say Azure is good, and some will say GCP is good, some will say AWS is good. So I just want to know.
See, end of the day, everything is the same on a backend. Whatever the service you can host in, whatever the service you want to host, right? You can host in Azure, AWS, or Google. But still it depends upon. But in the market, AWS is doing good, like since it's a very old cloud services. But now Azure is coming up with good in the market. So when you see the adoption of the cloud, wherein Azure and AWS are doing good. Google Cloud, yes, here and there they're coming up.
Okay, thank you.
If you're good
Yeah.
in one, you can manage other cloud. There is so much difference on that, wherein you'll be having a very good high-level architecture part on that.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Any other doubt, any other questions, let me know. Satya, if you have not shared your details, please share your details, okay, so that we'll be in connect.
Yeah, sure, sure, Ravi.
One question, when are we planning to start the classes?
So probably by next week, based on everyone, like based on the batch, where we'll be starting by next week.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Sorry, Ravi, can you please repeat what you said?
See, probably by next week, we'll be starting a batch. Starting of the week
Okay.
or next 1 or 2 days, we'll start it.
Who is date, Ravi?
Probably by Monday or Tuesday or by Wednesday, we will start it. So that I need to check the dates part, because see, we have one joining part, no? Otherwise, like it will be like here and there, some guys will be missing. So that's the thing. But anyways, next week I will be starting the training.
Is that not be possible for the evening sessions? Only morning you will be available. Evening sessions like after 7 or 8 something, sir. That sort of time.
Let's see that, no issues. The only thing, like give you a flexible time, they will plan it. But usually what will happen now, where in the morning time means everyone can finish and they can start up their work. So that's the idea behind it. But still, we'll see that. So what is feasible time, you can share it, then we can plan.
Sure, Ravi.
Any other?
Personal laptop is mandatory, right?
Yeah, you want to do your lab, no? Wherein personal laptop or official laptop, it will not make much difference. You can do it. So just require a browser, log into your Azure portal, then you can start working from there.
Okay.
All right. Any other doubt, any other questions, let me know. If not, you can drop us message anytime if you have any query, any doubt, right? If you want to connect with me also, you can reach us back. We can talk on it. Okay. All right. So if you don't have any questions, can we wind up?
Yeah, sure, Ravi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time and appreciate that. And if you have any doubt, any questions, you can drop us a message. We'll get back to you. Okay. And also, if you have not shared your details, please share it up so we'll get in touch with you. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Happy weekend. See you then. Bye bye.